Stockpile Hobbies.
Welcome back to Stockpile Hobbies, everyone, and another edition of Slot Car of the Week. Enzo, you weren't here, but we had a What's in the Box, and as you see, there are many new cars that have been added to the fleet for customizing.
Wow!
Pretty cool, huh?
They are awesome.
And this guy over here,
What?
look at that.
I know.
A motorcycle. I've never seen one like this. I've seen it on eBay.
Does it even work?
But we're going to see if it does work and what we can do with it.
And I did see that over there.
Yeah, look at that. It's pretty cool. We're going to do another video on that. That actually uses, the faster you go, it has a fuel gauge and it drains the fuel. If you run out of fuel, it actually stops your car on the track.
Oh.
Like a real race.
We should make this one.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't have any parts for those. There's a lot of broken parts here. The bodies are what we are interested in, so we're going to paint these up and make them cool. So let's try out the motorcycle here. Let's see if we can get it to go. How about you go down there and grab the controller, and we'll see if we can get any juice going to this motorcycle here. Just give it a pull and see if it moves. No go, huh? No, nothing. Let's try it on the dyno.
Okay.
All right, Enzo. Let's see if we can get this to actually go.
Okay.
Just leave it here like this. No. Nothing.
Maybe the other one is for it.
I don't know. That's the problem when you buy things on Facebook without people knowing if they work or not. I can't even figure out how to get this open. The driver can come off, the rider, but I can see where I can pull tabs and try and pop him off, but I'm afraid it's going to break. I don't want to break it. I don't have any parts for this chassis either to upgrade it. I can try and clean the shoes here, but I don't know if that's going to make a difference. It looks like the springs in there, see the springs?
Yeah.
Touch the brush cylinder right here, and they make contact. That should be transferring power into the motor. I don't know if that's the case or not, and I'm not sure how to get the rider off the seat from the top, how to access the innards of the chassis. That's too bad. I can try and clean the shoes real quick, and we'll see if it helps at all, okay, Enzo?
Okay.
Alright, I did a pretty good job cleaning the shoes here. They're nice and shiny now, Enzo. Let's try it again and see if it will run. The motor's free. It moves okay. It's nice and smooth. Try and move the wheels.
Oh yeah, that's very smooth.
Yeah, so it should go.
I've got to turn the switch on.
No. Nothing. That's disappointing because that's why the guy charged me so much for the Facebook auction because of this car, because he saw the price of it and it doesn't even work. If you have any ideas out there how to get this working, please leave us a comment. I would love to get this to work and even sell it. If you know how to get the rider off in a fashion that I won't snap an arm or a leg as I try to take it off, that would be helpful as well. Maybe I can get in there and try and service it. I don't have any parts for the chassis either. If you happen to have any parts and you can assist with getting it fixed, please check the description for our P.O. box to donate any parts that you might be wrong with this.
Interesting?
Yeah, I don't know, Enzo. It's too bad that this didn't work, So we pretty much paid a lot of money for a bunch of junk. But we're gonna make content with it all. We're gonna make cool cars, new race teams out of them all. Yeah. That's what all these are for. We got a bug. We gotta get some windshields and a motor.
And then we got this bad boy.
Yeah, that bad boy's gonna be in an upcoming video for sure. That has a real special chassis on it that I wanted. It's got a Mega G chassis, the old style without the circuit board. This is the same as this chassis here, Enzo. Is the same as this Indy car, which is really fast. See that? They're the same.
Yeah.
So that's why we purchased this cool lead sled here. We'll call it for now. I didn't have a name for it yet.
I hope it's called the Edge Sled.
The lead sled?
The Edge Sled.
The Enzo sled. So we have to pick a different car now for Slot Car of the Week. I really planned on doing this one to get some times on it to see if it would work, but it doesn't. So I thought maybe we would do the time machine.
Oh.
Now this is a new car. It's only been run a couple times. It doesn't really need any upgrades. So I think we'll just get some baseline times for it and see how it goes there. the actual reading, but around 9 volts here. We're looking at I'll call it 0.20. It keeps fluctuating up and down. 0.20 amps for the draw on the time machine. So let's get it going down the racetrack now. All right, Enzo, don't reset yet. We're going to warm up the car first. All right, stop. Sounds a little chunky, I'll say. All right, Enzo, reset and watch your tree. Whoa! Wow, it went all the way to the top of the gravity brake there. Haven't seen that in a long time. Wow, and it came down. It did it in 1.176 seconds, and Enzo, your reaction time was 0.449. That was insane. All right, let's see if it can make it home.
Okay.
It came out of the slot.
Oh,
yeah, seems like it's running pretty strong. All right, here we go. I'll try and stop it this time too. Good. All right, and I did it in 1.156 seconds with a reaction time of 0.161. So not the fastest car, doing pretty good, runs strong. So let's see how it goes on the racetrack. I usually run the X-Traction cars at 24 volts around the track. They seem to need the extra voltage to keep up with the 440 cars, the Tyco cars, on 18 volts. So Enzo just tried it on 24. It was a little too much for him. So he's going to run his lap at 18 volts. You're able to control it pretty well. I'll try it on 24 though when I do my lap.
There's just a regular car.
All right, I'm going to stage you, and your tree should begin. A little false start there. So. All right, and because it took forever to launch, oh no, and you did it in 15.82 seconds with a reaction time of 8.462. That's because of the delay in the launch.
Yes.
Okay, I'll try it now, but I'll try it on 24 volts. All right, here we go, 24 volts. Oh, this car is hard to drive. Alright, so I'm going to have to run it at 18 also. I can't drive it at 24 either. It keeps deslotting. Kick me off, Enzo. We'll see how I can do on 18 volts. Oh. Oh. Wow. Can't even do anything with this car. Alright, well I did it in about 30 seconds. Enzo had the better time. I'm not going to do that again. We already did it like 2 or 3 times.
They do it like a trillion.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really wish this car would drive better. It used to be pretty good. I upgraded the magnet already on it. The tires could probably be better, but I don't have any... they're brand new though. I don't see the point in changing the tires. We can give it some oil and I can adjust the brush springs, but that's just going to make it faster and I think harder to drive. Oh, there we go. Will it make it? Yay! We got the lap through. Too bad I didn't get a time on it. All right, let's make some quick adjustments, Enzo, and see if the times get any better.
Okay.
That's hard to drive. So as I previously mentioned, this is a new chassis, so it shouldn't need any upgrades really. They are stock tires, but I don't think the tires I have are going to be any better than these. They're pretty good. I'm going to add some oil in a couple spots though, and we're going to adjust the brush springs just a little bit. A little push. Not that the car needs to be any faster in my opinion. Alright, and we're going to add a little oil here to some of the gearing. Right on top of the rivet. And I'll put a little under here for some friction to help with that. I want that to settle. Warm it up. Okay. I'm going to stage you. Here you go. Pretty good, Enzo. You did it in 1.122 seconds with a reaction time of 0.331. All right, I'll give it a shot now. Here we go. Oh, this car. Do it again. Wait a minute. Why does it have power over here? This should be dead.
Huh?
That means this over here somehow is getting. Pull your trigger over here. Looks like our brake isn't working. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we were still getting power down the track. That's why it went all the way up last time. Let's run that again. Ah, awful. All right. It did it in 1.116 seconds with a horrible reaction time because it wouldn't launch. 1.711. I'll try it one more time, Enzo. See if we can get the car to launch.
Okie dokie.
There we go. Again, it felt like it was still driving. It did it in 1.124 seconds with a reaction time of 0.110. All right, so I just ground away some more of the track here to make sure the brake was actually working. It was still getting some electricity here. That was kind of funny. All right, let's see if you can do any better on the racetrack. So far, you got the better time on the racetrack, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can improve at all on it. I'll kick you off. It's been a very frustrating slot car of the week, Enzo. Lots of crashes, broken cars, crashing. This car just crashes and crashes. Great job, Enzo. You managed to get it around the track in your first try without crashing. Better than I could do. You did it in 15.68 seconds. About the same as your other lap. Not surprised. The car didn't really change that much. A reaction time of 0.452. All right, let's see how this goes. Again, we're staying on 18 volts with this car. Please pick me off. I'm going to crash and burn, I bet. We're going to see a lot of explosions in the video, I think, today. There's some juice in there. Fish cannon. Might make it. Oh, as right as I say that, right, Enzo?
Yeah.
And I just messed up the time because I reached over the clock and it wiped out again. Ugh, awful. So the car is okay on the drag strip. It's having some problems with the racetrack. It did before too. It used to get stunk up on the bridge over here. And I think it's because of the long bumper on it. It's just not conducive to go around the turns when I got the guardrails. It keeps deslotting right over here on the track. And it hits the guardrail where the split is. It's really hard to drive. Most of the X-Traction cars were able to drive at 24 volts on the racetrack here. This car at 24 volts on the racetrack is a nightmare to control. It's pretty quick, and but it could maybe benefit from better tires. I'll give it that. I didn't put any new tires on it though, but they're brand new. They are the stock Auto World tires. They're not the best. I probably should upgrade them. Yes. I don't really think it would have that much better in performance though. I just don't really have any to try. Maybe I do. Let's take a look. If I find tires, we'll do one run with tires. Okay, we're going to try an experiment here. I put Tyco front tires on it, not the small 440s, but the normal size 440 front tires. I did this on my Bandit car. It dragged a little bit, and it might get around the track, it might not. Enzo's gonna give it a shot now. He seems to be a better driver with this car. Yeah, they're too small. Stop. They're just too small. I think I have to get some aftermarket tires that will fit the X-Traction cars versus Auto World tires. I know I've heard that the Auto World tires are not the best, but oh well. Let's should we try a race? One race? I'll try a race with the Thunderbird. We'll do a classic 50s race for Back to the Future.
Yeah. We'll
do one lap. All right, last race. Enzo, kick us off.
Oh, right.
They actually drive like 1950 and 80 cars. They're horrible. The T-Bird chassis needs an upgrade.
Yeah.
Oh, crashed and burned. I'm stuck.
We both crashed.
Can I have a little push, please?
Yep.
Oh, I'm stuck again. Wow, this is just awful. Yeah. No, I give up. We're done.
Me too.
That's it. They're both junk.
We have the quickest lap in our life.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That was just a disappointment. This whole slot car of the week's been nothing but a headache, huh, Enzo?
Yeah.
So the T-Bird chassis could definitely use its own slot car of the week. We have parts to upgrade that chassis. It's just atrocious. It's stuck under the bridge. It needs a tow. The DeLorean blew up somewhere with the plutonium and it's gone on the side of the road. Marty McFly didn't make it, did he? He didn't make it back from the future. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right. So, the motorcycle. Please leave some comments. Help us out. Let us know what we can try to get this thing going. If you know how to get the rider off the motorcycle, please let us know again. If I can get in there and do some maintenance on this and see what's wrong. It's got to be something with the contacts between the shoes and the brushes somehow, or maybe the brushes inside the cylinders are worn out. I'd have to get in there and pull these cylinders out right there where my thumb is. It looks really cool. I'd like to sell this. I'd like to fix it and sell it to pay for this lot because got overcharged for all this because of this thing and it doesn't work. So that's just a disappointment, Hanzo.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed watching me and Enzo fail this week with our slot car of the week. Hopefully next week we'll have a better edition for you. We're going to have tons of customizing coming up, Enzo. I'm going to paint like 4 or 5 cars at a time, all together. We're going to pick them. We're going to finish off the blue and orange race team, and we're going to complete an entire another race team.
I know, because I saw a new spray paint.
Yes, I have a really light blue this time.
Yeah, and then we have red.
Yes, I bought some more red. Turns out I already had red. So I think one of our next race team is going to be red. So we have lots of red.
So red.
Maybe red and silver, red and gold, red and black. I don't know.
Any color we want.
That's right. And we have to do the fuel station here with a whole video on this. I think we're going to make maybe another track altogether for it somewhere, just to try it out.
Maybe we're going to put on the ceiling, go zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah, I don't think we can do that, buddy. But it looks like it's going to be a little tough to splice it into this track because it's so wide. And we could do it on the drag strip, but it's not conducive to a loop. So
and we're going to do like a loop right here.
We have enough Tyco track to actually set up a small loop track we can do on the floor and try out the timing station. So we'll get to that this week, hopefully. It's been a busy week, huh?
Yes.
So Enzo and I are now off to the theater. We're going to go watch Transformers the movie, the 35th anniversary, I believe, of it. Maybe even longer. Maybe 40th anniversary. I don't know. I was Enzo's age when I saw it. I loved it. We love Transformers. He's got his Optimus Prime shirt on. I have my Galvatron shirt on.
Yes.
We're going to be looking cool in the theater, huh, Enzo?
Yep. And we're going to see some of our friends from our last video.
Yes, we are. We're going to see Todd, Luke, Leia, and Ben.
I wish we could put your camera.
Nah, we'll be okay. So, look for those upcoming videos. We hope you enjoyed watching us fail this week. Please give us a thumbs up if you did. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share it with others. And keep having fun, everyone.
Yeah!